I don't think the predictions of Florida State winning the conference were out of line at all. I think that's a totally reasonable prediction early in the season, and I toyed with that. I went back and forth between Clemson and Florida State, but I did pick Clemson to win the ACC prior to week 1, and my thought around that was they lost Dalvin Cook, which is a huge deal. He was an outstanding running back, and because he was banged up at times and because Deshaun Watson was so good at Clemson, it seems like that loss is a little overlooked. So the question is, can their offense – how bad was their offensive line? Was Dalvin Cook so good that he was creating holes and just finding a way, or was their offensive line sufficient that, Jaquez Patrick or whoever, Cam Akers could come in there and do it? And Alabama was really tough to judge against, but they could not run the ball at all. That awful O-line pass blocking finally got Deondre Francois hurt, and that's not something we're happy about. It's awful. We want to see him be okay, obviously. But that was almost inevitable with the way the hits he takes. And so it's kind of just come to bear after. I mean, the poor guy, he's likable because he's tough as nails because he just gets drilled and he keeps getting up. But, I think their offensive line wasn't going to be good enough for them to win the conference anyway, particularly with the trip to Clemson. If it was in Florida State, maybe a little different. Now without their quarterback, I think Clemson's the spot-on favorite. I think we're a lot better up front on the lines with an offense and defense, and now probably a quarterback too.
All right. If it hadn't already been a situation which Clemson could overcome and get its quarterback ready for Florida State to late in the season, now the path seems to be wide open for the Tigers. But in terms of national ranking and college football playoff perception by the committee, this is a big one with the Auburn Tigers coming up this week. Ryan Cantor from Shaking the Southland joining us to talk Clemson football. Please join him there and the rest of the crew for the best in Clemson football coverage. Ryan, we appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you.